The British government has ordered a review into anti-Semitism in its public health service. It's part of wider moves across other sectors and the nation as a whole. And it comes following a sharp rise in anti-Semitism, as well as a recent terrorist attack at a synagogue. NTD's international correspondent Malcolm Hudson has the story.
Britain is reviewing how it handles and confronts anti-Semitism within the National Health Service. It's part of a wider government crackdown on anti-Semitism in the UK. On Thursday, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said there are many cases where it has not been dealt with effectively.
In some cases, clear cases are simply not being dealt with, and so we need to get to the root of that. And that is not just a question of training, it's a question of follow-through and enforcement that needs to happen.
The review comes after a terror attack on a synagogue in the northern English city Manchester earlier this month. A Syrian immigrant drove a car into pedestrians and then began stabbing several people on Yom Kippur, the holiest day of the Jewish calendar. 2 men died in the attack. Mark Burbeck, founder of campaign group Our Fight UK, said there is a culture problem that encourages anti-Semitism. He said many people who would not undertake a violent attack may still find themselves thinking it was justified.
People will say, you know, I wouldn't commit a murder like that at a synagogue, but you can see why people would do it because of what's going on in Gaza.
An Oxford University student was arrested on Wednesday on suspicion of inciting racial hatred at a pro-Palestine protest in London on the previous Saturday. 20-year-old Samuel Williams appeared to praise the terrorist group Hamas.
A steadfast and a noble resistance in Palestine and in Gaza to look to be inspired by.
He then led a chant for the crowd.
Gaza, Gaza, make us proud, put the Zios in the ground.
Zios refers to Zionists, people who support the State of Israel. An Oxford University spokesperson said they cannot comment on individual cases, but said they reject anti-Semitism. Media reports say Williams was suspended from the university on Wednesday, 4 days after the chant. The British government has said universities must take stronger action to protect Jewish students and tackle anti-Semitism. Starmer said some universities are moving too slow.
And some universities being too slow. Look at Oxford this week. That was a slow reaction to the clearest of clear cases.
Burbeck says that people in universities have been able to push the idea that Zionism is somehow a warmongering attitude.
And it's allowed students to feel justified in getting out into the universities with their banners saying death to Zios, as we saw that young man in Oxford. It's allowed them to justify this kind of statement.
Last year, Britain reported its second worst year in modern times for anti-Semitism. The Community Security Trust, which provides security to Jewish organisations across the UK, said more than 3,500 incidents were recorded. There has also been a surge in anti-Semitic incidents reported on US college campuses. The Trump administration has threatened to cut federal funds to universities over campus pro-Palestine protests, saying the universities allowed displays of anti-Semitism. Malcolm Hudson, NTD News.